Am I the a-hole for refusing to give my brother $200,000 from our parents' inheritance after he got scammed? I, 34 male, recently inherited $400,000 from our parents' estate after they passed away. There was a slight delay in my part in receiving the said amount because of some legal complications. My younger brother, 31 male, received the same amount, but just months after their death. He was swindled out of nearly all of his life savings by a shady investment scheme. Now he's asking me to share $200,000 of my inheritance with him to help him get back on his feet. He argues that our parents would have wanted us to have equal financial standing and that losing his money wasn't his fault. Yeah, right. And that he'd pay me back all later. I feel terrible for him, but I don't think it's fair to give up half of my inheritance for a mistake he made, no matter how unfortunate. I've been working hard, budgeting, and planning to use this money for my family's future. If I give him half, it puts my own financial security at risk. My wife supports my decision, but some relatives think I'm being greedy and heartless, saying family comes first. I want to dive in this edit because I think he explains what the scam was. I called my brother and asked him what exactly happened and told him I'd only give him the money if he told me the truth and only the truth. He told me he invested in a company called Aramco, obviously not the real one, to a sheik, and paid his deposit of $10,000 the first time, where he got back $20,000. Then he began scaling up and always got doubled until $100,000. He got back $110,000. Then he was emboldened and invested $300,000 and was guaranteed $600,000. And the rest is history. He made a police report but had no evidence to share, as he withdrew in cash and dealt in cash itself, taking only token receipts which were fake. He kept the previously gotten amount in cash in his house. I only came to know how stupid someone can get. I told him his lack of basic common sense and greed does not constitute grounds for charity on my part, and told him to take better care of the remaining $100,000. He cussed me out and told me I disappointed my parents. Oh wait, so he has $100,000 that he's sitting on anyways? Before I knew that he had $100,000 left, I was like, maybe you could give him $100,000, but bro, if you can't make $100,000 work for you, that's on you, dog. Put that shit into a retirement account or into investments and just like let it sit. It's pretty easy to make that last you a relatively long time. As for my relatives, I told them all in the group chat that I'd only match whatever they would pay to my brother, and even offered to double it since I was so greedy and I wanted to prove them wrong. Thanks to a legendary commenter who suggested that. I love you. I was cussed out there too, LOL. They're all blocked now. They told me the money got into my head. It probably depends on your relationship too, because if it were one of my siblings, I think I actually would. Maybe not half, but a decent amount of money, but I'd only give it to them if I got to oversee what happened to that money. Like, I would micromanage the fuck out of it. I'd be like, okay, well, if I'm going to give you $100,000, I am going to actively open the account, put the money into that account, oversee that account, and make sure you're not withdrawing that money until you're retired. While I understand how somebody could fall for this scam, falling for the scam in the first place just shows me that you are probably an irresponsible and maybe, I hate to say it, but not so smart person. But I don't think this person owes the brother anything. And I think the family members saying that they owe the brother something is uncalled for and out of line.